unique double. Well, a fascinating race. Good luck to them all. Over to you, John Penny.
Thank you, John. Yes, Goritas allows the quartet to be installed. The underorders on their way, and Gordian is the first to break. So Gordian, the early leader from Goritas, tough commander. Leicester quite content to sit in behind the other three with Diesis. And so they run through the first furlong, and it's Gordian who takes them along, being followed on the near side by Tough Commander, on the far side Goritas, and then comes just in behind them Diesis in fourth place. And so having covered just about the first 2 furlongs, little change in the order, still Greville Starkey on Gordian in the lead, then Tough Commander on the near side, Goritas on the far side, Diesis the back mark of the quartet. That's the order as they come towards the final half mile back to Graham.
And Greville going to make this a real test, and it's Gordian in the lead from Goritas in second place. Then comes Tough Commander and Leicester Piggott on Diesis in fourth place, tracking them at this stage. So they've only got just over 3 furlongs to go. Gordian in the lead from Goritas. Willie Carson just asking him to quicken a little bit. Tough Commander in behind these. Leicester going quite well. Past the bushes now with 2.5 furlongs to go. And next to the rails is Gordian in the lead from Goritas, who's being asked. Leicester coming on the outside now, switching to deliver his challenger. Got just over 1.5 furlongs to go. And Goritas is beaten. Goritas is beaten. And Willie Carson is looking down. And it's Diesis now that comes through to take it up. It's Diesis on the outside of Gordian. Diesis, Gordian from Tough Commander. And Willie Carson's looking down. The horse is in distress, but Diesis is going to make a very unique double here, coming away to win the middle park, and the Dewhurst. Diesis is storming clear from Gordian. Diesis is clear from Gordian and Tough Commander at the line. Diesis is the winner, Gordian is second, Tough Commander is third, and Goritas is trailing in fourth place. He doesn't seem to be too unsound, but Willie Carson was clearly very, very anxious indeed. But the result, there he is. You can see him coming back. He moved down to post very well. Well, that's going to be a very, very interesting replay to review it, but let's take the result of this sensational William Hill Dewhurst Stakes. A win for number 1, Diesis, owned by Lord Howard de Walden, trained at Newmarket by Henry Cecil, bred by his owner, ridden by Leicester Piggott. A second was number 2, Gordian, ridden by Greville Starkey. Third was number 8, Tough Commander, ridden by Steve Cawthon, and Willie Carson on Goritas. Very, very, very disappointing, but this is going to be a fascinating final 3 furlongs to watch. You can see there that Willie Carson hasn't dismounted off Goritas, so he doesn't think he's lame, but let's see if we can see what happened. Let's review the final 3 furlongs with John.
Well, a sad sight it makes too, because Gordian had turned this into a real test of stamina. Leicester Piggott had held Diesis up. That's the first time in his last 3 races anyway that he hasn't made the running himself. But at this stage you can see Goritas, 2 or 3 off the rails, is already under pressure and getting nowhere. He can't even go past Tough Commander. And now Willie, in a moment you'll see him look down. There, you see, he looks down. He's felt the horse's action go. He's felt that something's wrong. He just keeps nudging with his hands, but that's all. In a moment he'll have pulled the favourite up right out of our picture. In the meanwhile, Leicester too is able to look round. He looks across at Gordian from Diesis' back, and he doesn't see anything to perturb him, because Lord Howard de Walden's colt has won just as Henry Cecil hoped he would, just as he's been going at home. He's won very, very easily indeed. A magnificent performance, worthy of his full brother Chris, if not better. But the sad mystery remains: what happened to Goritas? Was his blood wrong? Did he strike into himself? What happened? Maybe we'll be able to find out. Maybe it will be one of those mysteries which remain unsolved.